So if your initial MVP is not solving a specific problem, you need to first of all understand why is it not performing, to really know what is the problem. So why is it not performing? Because the initial feedback that you get, or the data, you need to use that data well. Okay. So it could be, is it maybe the marketing was not right? Could it be the pricing was not right? Could it be quality? Maybe people are not buying because of the quality or the packaging. So you need to understand why is it not performing. So once you get the initial data of why this product is not performing as it was expected, then you can take the necessary measures. So as an entrepreneur or someone who's in the product development cycle, you need to take this as feedback and then take it back to engineering. So if it's a marketing thing, maybe our packaging isn't right, and that's one way to take the feedback, and then you can iterate. So it's not always pivoting is not always the solution, but it can be the solution if you find out that the product in its initial state or its current state, it cannot solve the customer's problem in its initial state. So then you'd have to pivot. Pivoting is just changing the direction. Wow. So it could be the initial idea was to go through lane A, and then maybe you've pushed down lane A for a while and realized that this is not budging, it's not moving, it's not making sense, people are not accepting it. So you decide to go to lane B. Right? So even when you're driving, it's the same thing. So if you want, maybe you're late for a meeting or something, and you're in a freeway, and there are 4 lanes that you're supposed to get into, and you go to lane number 1, which is the slowest lane on the left. So when you're there and you find this truck,
it's not moving,
it's really slow, going at 20 kilometers per hour, and you're late. Lane 2 is open. Do you still stick to lane 1, or do you shift?
You shift
to lane 2, and then when you go to lane 2, you find another, you pivot, or maybe go back to lane 1, depending on
how things are moving.
So that's just kind of the same way. So you just pivot, just changing direction, depending on the feedback or depending on the circumstances. One of the emerging trends is hyper-personalization. Let me say that again. It's hyper-personalization. And I'm sure you've seen it in a couple of products moving around. A good example is something like Amazon. So hyper-personalization is where they would customize products to your specific need. So it's kind of knowing what you like. How often do you buy? What are your price ranges that you oftenly buy? So imagine a world where every single product or service that you use is perfectly customized to your specification. When you walk in downtown and then you tell you, oh, there's a chicken offer at Java that you would like. Or you walk to maybe outside a butter shoe shop, and they would tell you there's also an offer, buy one get one free, because maybe you've been using the same pair for like 5 years, because they already know what you're consuming and what you're using right now, right? So it's customized to your liking. And then another trend is sustainability. So a lot of companies are really focusing on sustainability moving forward, because customers are now getting more advanced and more in tune with the consequences of their decisions. So everything that they're utilizing, everything that they're using, they want to make sure that it's sustainable for the environment. And that is also shaping the product development life cycle for any entrepreneur coming in or any product that is coming into the market. 3, that's artificial intelligence. That's now the big question, and the big thing, the in thing. So AI is coming in to replace a lot of manual work that has been in the production workforce, and it's even increasing the productivity of your day-to-day productivity of goods. So AI it shouldn't be a threat, as people say, because AI and humans should work in unison in terms of just how can we make work better. So I like to put it like this: when back in the day when guys were moving from riding horses and then coming into vehicles, what they used to call the horse, the ones who used to control the horse, there's a carriage at the back, and then there's a guy who's kind of like controlling the 2 or 3 horses that are attached to the carriage. So if you adapt, right, for that kind of a guy, if that was the case right now, I would have told him, learn how to drive, because in the next few years, cars are going to be the next in thing, right? So you see, the same guy is still driving, but it's not a horse. You just move the same to a car. We've automated that entire process, right? So same thing with AI. It's not supposed to replace, but learn how to use
it.
in your business. So you can use the AI to fasten your productivity.
Yeah.
You can use your AI to get into big data. So you get data or analytics about your product utilization or product sales. That way you can be able to plan out your production, plan out your logistics and stuff like that. You can use AI to even do prototyping.
Yeah.
So assuming if you want to come up with a new model, a new marketing brand, or you can try it using AI, generate something, have a look at it, iterate, test it in the market. It's a whole different topic, and we're going to expand more on that.
That's amazing, man.